The new opening night rosters are out on NHL 16, which means it's time to start up my GM series, or my BAGM series, whatever you want to call it here, on NHL 16, and I'm going to be using the Boston Bruins, my hometown team, the final Boston team that I have not used in a franchise series like this. In other games, I've used the Celtics, the Patriots, the Red Sox, all before, but never the Bruins. So I'm giving you guys a look at what my starting lineup is going to look at, my deep pairings, my power play, my penalty kill, and my 3-on-3, all the good stuff. Now, these will obviously change throughout the year. This is just what I'm going to go with at the beginning. I'll try to notify you guys when I do make changes to all these stuff, or to all of these lineups and such. But we're also going to sign Marcus Vestila. I don't know, some Swedish name or something, or some European name. We're also going to sign Dalton Smith, the former Maple Leaf, I believe. And I only signed him because he was listed as a fourth liner. And then that Vestila guy was a top 4D, but he's 22 years old and only a 57 overall. So I'm not really sure if he's ever going to pan out. But there were some other good prospects in the free agency list, but they were all actual draft picks whose rights are owned by other teams in the NHL, but they just couldn't fit on the roster, I guess, or I don't know why I don't really know how all that stuff works or why they'd be in free agency, but I decided I didn't want to cheese the game or anything and sign those guys. So I just signed that one guy who was a completely made-up player. But anyway, I also showed you guys meeting with some of the players right at the beginning of the episode. I just basically told everyone what they wanted to hear. That's my strategy for now. When I get player meetings like that or whatever, I just tell people what they want to hear and hope that it doesn't come back to bite me. But here we go now, playing the Montreal Canadiens, so I don't play opening night. I decided to play the second game of the season, which is the first edition, the first 2015-16 edition of the Canadiens-Bruins rivalry here. And you can see early on, things getting chippy. Gallagher is going to come at Chara here after Chara boarded, I'm not even sure which Canadian that is right there, number 28. But look at Gallagher, put the moves on him, and he actually wins the fight against Chara. Pretty surprising there. You don't see Chara losing to players that small very often. But then a big hit here by Dennis Seidenberg, so the tone being set early. We turn it over though, and Krejci with the good defensive play. But Plekanec regains possession for Montreal. Semin in front, 5-hole scores. Alexander Semin with the first goal of the night. The newest Montreal Canadian, of course, signed a one-year contract in the offseason. I think he was only getting like $1.4 million this year, but he pots a goal there. He gets laid out, though, on the next rush down by Zdeno Chara. And then here we go, a little 2-on-2 opportunity. Bergeron with it, tries to fire it on net. Petrie loses it. Eriksson in front, scores. And he knots the game up at 1. You can see Petrie had it for a sec there, but he lost it. And then Eriksson capitalized on the puck in front of the net, puts it right by Price, and gets the Bruins on the board. Now, here we go. It is David Pasternak's first shift of the game, and he's already showing off the speed coming up on the rush, but he can't get around the final defenseman right there, so he has to settle for the wrist shot opportunity. Then here he goes again, showing off the speed, gets a shot on net, almost gets by Price. Now late in the first period, Pastrnak, one final opportunity here, carries, is going to give it to Matt Irwin, slap shot, score! And the Bruins, just like that, take the lead on the slapper from Matt Irwin. I think this one trickled through the 5-hole of Price. Kind of a soft goal to let up. I'm not sure, that might have gotten deflected or something. I don't even. It looks like it got to Price clean, but that was a pretty soft goal. You don't see Carey Price letting up goals like that too often. So it's a 2-1 lead here early in the second. Another opportunity in front of the net for my second line of Krejci, Bolesky, and Hayes, but no dice there. And then a good cross-crease opportunity, but a good defensive play by the Canadian defenseman to break that up. And then Eriksson, a one-time opportunity, but that's saved by Price. So nothing going quite yet in the second. It's Plekanec bringing it up, gets by McQuaid, and he probably could have taken that one to the net, but instead he settles for the wrist shot. Could not go. And then Connolly gets decked. Connolly had the puck on his stick but could not capitalize. Here come the Canadians. Galchenyuk back to Emelin. Glove saved by Rask. And that will keep it a 1-goal lead for the Bruins. Now Chara, a slapper of his own. He can't get that to go through, though. Good save by Price. Delayed penalty coming up. This is going to go on Ryan Spooner for hooking. I'm not really sure where the hook was, but whatever you say there, EA. So he will go off for 2 minutes. And here come the Canadians. Semin is going to find Plekanec in front of the net, but a great post-to-post save by Tuukka Rask coming up big once again. Now, we let up 4 goals in that opening night loss to the Winnipeg Jets. You know, his Tuukka didn't play his best that night. I think his save percentage was around .875. But you got to remember the defense for the Bruins right now. Their decor is so horrible that you got to wonder if he's just not, or you know, they're getting a lot of good opportunities on him really rather than Rask letting in some soft goals. He's played pretty well here tonight, but it's a turnover from McQuaid. Desharnais to Gilbert, and he scores from the point right there on the one-timer, and we just got caught chasing the puck right there. No defenseman over on that side, and the power play victimizes us, or the power play of the Canadians victimizes us. We have a chance to rebound, or we have a chance to answer back though, but Talbot with the great opportunity in front goes high glass there. rather, Dan Paye-esque. Now here we go. Oh, good move by Brett Connolly through the net, or through the legs, I should say. Then he had the backhand chance, but no dice. Then Fleischmann coming up, goes by the defender, scores! Thomas Fleischmann with the snipe. This was a filthy goal, to be honest. I was pretty impressed by this. Look at this. He doesn't even try to go around the defender. The defenseman couldn't quite catch up, and then Fleischmann just protects the puck and puts it right by Rask. Now a 3-2 game. De La Rose coming up with it, gets an opportunity, but a good defensive play by Chara kind of forced him into that shot. And then here we go. It's Eriksson in front of the net. He couldn't put that one home. Good save by Price. Another opportunity for Canadians here in front, and another goal. This is Dale Weiss. This time it's the fourth line for Montreal getting it done, and Dale Weiss continues to victimize the Bruins. It seems like ever since that playoff series a couple years ago, Weiss has been the Bruins' nightmare. Hayes in front of the net had an opportunity there. He just had the big breakout performance against Colorado the other night, but he couldn't capitalize there. And then delayed penalty. Seidenberg is going to go off for elbowing. I don't really know how that's an elbow. Some questionable calls here. Not exactly home cooking by the Boston refs, or by the, I shouldn't say the Boston refs, but it's all right, because after that hooking call, that would make it a 4-on-4. So we have another opportunity to score here. 4-on-4 opens the ice up. Maybe just what we need. I tried to do the give and go there. Could not work. Now Gallagher's got it for Montreal. He's going to give it across, and Andrei Markov puts that one home. You got to be kidding me. This was actually not Markov. That was Thomas Plekanec, excuse me. But that was a soft goal right under the glove of Tuukka Rask. I mean, if you're going to make $7 million a year, you've got to make that save. But I'm sure I'm going to get asked this comment or this question a lot. I'm just going to address it now. I don't think I'm going to trade Tuukka Rask in this BGM. I'm not planning on it. I know he's sort of the center of a lot of trade talk, because a lot of people think, or a lot of people around the Boston area think, well, the defensive system is usually so good. You know, the goaltender's oftentimes a product of just playing under Claude Julien, like we saw with Tim Thomas and now Tuukka Rask. And you see backups come into Boston all the time and play well. But I'm not going to do it. I think Rask is so young and so good, it's not worth it. So, all right, I just figured I'd get that out of the way. We lose the game 5-2. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.